Did you ever felt anxious because there was something that you were going through, but you felt like you couldn't talk with anybody because nobody will understand you? By the end of this video, I'm going to help you navigate this so that this doesn't happen to you again. So one of the things that I noticed is that by the beginning of this year, I had a very tight chest. Like I couldn't breathe normal. And the last time I had trouble breathing this way was when I was going through abuse in my home. I remember this was like when I was like around 16 to 17, and I was in high school and I didn't want to go to school. And so my dad got really mad at me because I didn't want to go to school. So he grabbed me and pulled me out of my bed, and the rest is something that is too much to share about, but it's something that I remember right after I went through that. This was like physical abuse. He took me to school anyways, and I was in the car with him, so scared. I knew he was mad. I knew he was pissed. And I think that the whole reason why this happened is because this was like a build-up. Something built throughout the week or the month. That was the first time that I ever went to live with him for a long time after my mom moved. This is a long story, but I just want to make it short, but also help others who went through this before. I'm associating that the whole reason this happened to me is because of these things. But basically, he takes me to school and we are in the car, and all I could do is just breathe like this, non-stop. Like the whole drive, I was just having trouble breathing. I was scared, my body, everything. It was really weird. And he was so pissed at me, like telling me really bad things in the car, like shut up, things like that, like I don't want to hear you or whatever. And so we arrived and I was about to enter the school, and instead of going to where everybody was there doing the line before you go into the classes, the whole school gets in one spot. This actually sounds like jail. It felt like that. But instead I went to the bathroom, and the teachers got really mad at me because that was prohibited. You were not supposed to go to the bathroom when everybody, the whole school is lining up on the patio. So I went straight to the bathroom, and they were like, they just said my name really out loud, and I went there. So they did the whole thing. I think that they waited a few minutes, or they say something. I don't remember what we used to do. But basically I go to the bathroom, then some girls on their way to the school go to the bathroom real quick, and I asked one of the girls if she could call my teacher and tell her what happened. So after that, of course, they took me to the hospital. They shared with me what happened. I had bruises in my back. I had bruises like everywhere in my face. And I entered the school kind of like this. I covered my face because I was embarrassed. But now looking back, I noticed that that's not something normal, that not every teenager should go through that. And that was one of the first times that I noticed my breathing wasn't normal. Like I was still like breathing like I couldn't get it out. And so at the beginning of this year, there was something that was having me this way, even though I'm not going through abuse. Like nobody is doing these things to me at all. But I think it's just the way my body remembers. And what I was feeling is like, I just had this sense of unworthiness, or something was happening to me. And as soon as I shared it with the family, because now we're running a business, we're having so much going on. And I guess I felt like I'm responsible for this, and nobody can understand, and nobody can help me with this that I am doing for myself. I'm building a business. I'm running a YouTube channel. I'm doing all these things. I have employees. I'm growing as a person. I'm becoming more of like an adult, and many things are happening. So I felt like, oh, nobody's going to understand. But as soon as I share this, which this reminds me, I should get therapy. I had it for so many years, but I stopped last year. As soon as I spoke about it, I just noticed the past few days, I've been breathing normal. I haven't had trouble breathing like I had. And I'm like, why does this have such a drastic change? So even though you feel like you can do it by yourself, like you're super powerful and that's it, we have to socialize as humans and share these things with somebody. Share it with the people that you trust the most, and people that is going to give you good feedback, not bad feedback. Because I totally understand when somebody gives you really bad feedback and makes you feel like it's your fault and you shouldn't be crying, you should be grateful or whatever. But as soon as I shared it, I was heard and I was guided, and it felt like I took this weight out of me. And this sounds very cliche because I have heard this with a lot of people, but I feel like it's necessary to know, because this is like a video for myself from a couple of months ago. Like, let it out, share it. Share with people, the people that you love, the people that are there to support you, and practice some breathing and awareness. So sometimes if you went through traumas, if you went through abuse or something, and now you are dealing with things by yourself or just your partner, but you feel like you have it to be for there for everybody and everything and be the only one that it has everything together, that's not the way it works. And I would recommend you to talk about it, let it out. Don't say it to yourself, because you are not doing the best thing to yourself. Literally, like, you are just making it worse by not sharing it and by feeling like this is just your responsibility and you should deal with it. And I will 100% recommend you to get therapy if you can. In my case, I should start it soon, and this video reminds me of it, because I actually feel like it helped me so much to be on therapy. Since 2020 to 2024, I've been having it for such a long time, and just the last year I noticed that I've been functioning in life without it, and it's not the same. So this is something that I needed to share, because this is something that helped with me to me. And another thing is that everything that you're going through in life, as hard as it is, and I don't judge you for how hard it is for you. Every person has their problems and their hard things that they are dealing with, and it's completely different. You could be dealing with a broken car, and for me it's like, oh, it's just a broken car, if I was judging you. And for others it's like, oh, it's just a broken car. But for you it's like, that's what I work with. That's like literally what's helping me to sustain everything. So that's a problem that for you matters. And just so you know, everything is temporary. This shall pass as well. You need to always remember that the things that you're going through are temporary. And sometimes it feels like years. Like when I had trouble breathing, I felt like it was the longest I ever had trouble breathing. And I couldn't understand it. I'm like, what is happening to me? Why am I not normal? I was eating in a dinner or doing something, and I couldn't breathe. I literally couldn't get the air. It's not that I was just like not breathing. What I mean is, like, I couldn't get the air past through my belly for some reason. So it's something that I wanted to share, and something that I wanted to let you know, that everything is temporary, nothing is forever, and everything will be okay at the end of the day. Remember that at the end of the tunnel, there's always light. But this is all I wanted to share about in this video. I hope you really like this video. If you like this type of content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I would love to see you on my next video. Bye.